Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're back! Nice to see you again. What are we looking for today? Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. You'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. You've convinced me.
Marvelous. I know take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar.
Glad you came.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio. This place has seen better days. Potato! Revelio. Protego! Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Revelio.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. Simply at my wit's end.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear.
Revelio.
This is our home.
Has the situation with Ranrock's loyalists improved?
I'm afraid not. I feel...
Aloha Mora. Aloha Mora. It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio. Fine now, then. Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find...
That would be what...
Sirona also...
Indeed he was. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Aidan took ill when he was collecting The cavern is in the...
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Revelio. Protego!
Stop by.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Accio! I won't rest. One less human to worry about.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
One less human to worry about.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
I will make you pay.
Accio!
This serves as a warning to others too young to know better.
Accio! One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
How nice of you to stop by.
Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
No! Over here!
Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio!
One less human to worry about.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio!
What an unfortunate disappointment! No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
I'll find you. Wait a moment.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Won't get away with that.
You're so very weak.
Accio.
Someone's here.
Incendio. Accio.
I will make
Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Confringo.
Let's get
Accio.
it.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. These rocks have seen better days. Accio.
Remember you? Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it? Wager I could handle another enchantment now.
I do miss the bustle of...
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. Oh, you'll like that. A fine choice. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through. What are you looking for exactly? Thank you for passing through.
Revelio.
shame Bardolph thought dark magic...
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph?
Oh, hello again. I was just worrying about... Rumour is I fear he got... Shame, really.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rockwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
I should investigate.
I'm sure I could do that.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Past the river near the forest. I must be on the right track. Accio. Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Is that Enfield? With jumper? That must be Bardolph. Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Bardolph would want to know what really happened to him. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him. Revelio. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio! Accio. Incendio. Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but,
Just exploring the
Aye. Nice bit of a wanderer, mate. Name's Leopold Babcock. Now, I wouldn't dare say... What do you say, my young?
Something to consider.
Aye, let me know.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. I shall hope to do business with you again. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio.
thank you for all that you've done for us.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? What are you looking? Bardolph, my dear, dear brother. Thank you for passing through. What are you looking for exactly? Thank you for passing through.
I remember you. You're Jennifer.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Revelio.
After dark is always the best time to strike. It's as if nature herself lends a veil beneath which to orchestrate one's treachery.
Learn that in first, did ya? Damn you! You haven't got a prayer.
Marvelous strike!
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I know your face now! Can't evade me again!
Accio.
What was that?
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
What have you done?
Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Incendio.
Getting there. Just a few more hawk lumps to harvest.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Almost there. One more hawk lump to harvest. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Either I'll have to fight... or avoid it altogether.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! That's all the Hawk Clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. This must be Sorona's box of letters. Revelio. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Oh, my sincerest gratitude, you brave soul. Thank you for passing through. What are you looking for exactly? Thank you for passing through.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you.
Oh, and Sorona will be...
I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back. Who lived here, I wonder? What do you have in store for me this time? This must be it.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those...
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Don't know what I'd have done without. And for returning this box of letters. Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.